Okay, so today I'm going to talk about the trend that we're facing today of a move of larger and larger swaths of the population into cities and metropolitan areas, and ultimately the drive toward megacity development. How that is affecting organic farming, and how ultimately that's going to affect our health. So what's happening here in brief is that as more and more people begin to migrate towards megacities like Shanghai, like Toronto. Toronto is one of the fastest growing cities in the world, which is where I live. Shanghai is 25 to 35 million people. Beijing also, I think it's near 35 million people. There are about 10 megacities today in 2019, 2020. By 2050, we're going to be up to 50 megacities. That's 50 megacities of 10 million people or more. These megacities by 2050 will consume 97% of the world's resources, and 66 to 70% of the population, of the world's population, will live in these megacities. So I don't know how the other people outside are going to be eating, but what's happening is that the farms outside of the megacities are consolidating and are being treated like factories to feed the populations, the increasing populations in megacities. So as megacities grow, they're consolidating farms. 100 years ago, we were anywhere, we used to be able to walk or run to a farm, pick up our produce, and within 2 to 4 hours, it was on our dinner table. But as farms move further and further away, it's taking longer and long distances for the food to get to us. On average now, it's about 10 days for somebody living in Toronto or somebody living in sort of the Northeast or a colder climate environment where farming isn't done year-round. So as farms consolidate, they get larger and larger. Farmers are unable to use their labor, their manual labor to farm, which is the best way to farm, and they're using more and more equipment. That equipment is affecting the biology or the living nature of the soil structure, and we'll talk about that later, what's going on underneath the soil. So just to give you an overview of the trend and the push. So if you're an organic farmer by definition is a farmer that does farming personally, doesn't use any chemicals. But as we move into this environment and as larger and larger populations move into megacities and put pressure on farms to consolidate, you're using more and heavier equipment and more chemicals to grow plants, which is artificial and synthetic, which is not organic farming, affecting the biology in the ground, and that biology being affected or being killed off is affecting the plants that we eat and the nutrients that we get. And we're not getting enough nutrients from factory farmed or chemical-based farming anymore, and that's why you're seeing a higher amount of chronic disease in the world. So I'll leave it at that, and we'll talk about more about the soil in another video. Thank you.